State College, Pennsylvania. Beaver Stadium, they call it Happy Valley. But more times than not, if you are a visitor and the lights are on, you do not leave here happy. And these fans are ready for Penn State to kick off another season. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Push down for the tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Angulo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Rebels will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Give to the fullback. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. They'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. Oh, what a move to get room. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Good timing on the quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense in press coverage. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
2nd down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 14, Penn State 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, And there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, just keeps firing. Makes his connection. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. All kinds of running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. At midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll try the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The give to the tailback. And they swarm him under.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The pitch to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Corners are going to bail. On second down, they'll take to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. Off he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
28, Ole Miss, 21.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness. Early in ball games, set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on second and short after that pickup. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
A first down run in the red zone. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's the guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll take it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
28.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Rebels get it past the sticks.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Now on first down from the 28. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
The Rebels are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Reeled it in and just made the house call. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, look out, there he goes! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give to the fullback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Big fullback's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Power football with the run. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Rebels are in the red zone. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. From the gun. Release to the back. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Second down.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.